Since the beginning of this year, I started incorporating faith into my Lady Leadership Club. And at first I thought it was because I wanted God into the club, because it's a Lady Leadership Club, so why not incorporate faith into the club? But then now I realize the amount of pressure that I'm on trying to accomplish that goal. And a friend of mine told me, why not start a podcast? So I searched it up, made my notes, and this is what we got. This podcast would be named Mysticspark, and I had originally posted videos on this channel, but I didn't really feel connected to what I was originally trying to put out there. So why am I starting this podcast? I'm starting this podcast because I wanted a community of friends, really, but a community of young teen Christians to talk about their relationship with God. Now, I started my first episode with my testimony, but that's kind of the reasons why I wanted to start this podcast, because I wanted a community of young Christians. And yeah, I want to talk about God, but I also want to hear what other people's relationship with God is like. So what I would be talking about would probably about the lessons that I've learned from God. I've already started some of the episodes, like being hungry for God, being strong when weak, and these are lessons that I've learned in my life. And I would like for others to hear that and see that we all go through the same struggle. We all go through different things, but together we're in one accord. So I wanted to start there. Another episode would probably, and I post daily. I post pretty daily. Not every day, but I post day to day. Like I said, I really felt connected to what I was saying, and that disappointed me because I put a lot of effort into what I learned about. And like I said, I would write the notes down, but the preparation wasn't there. As soon as I learned that lesson, I would write it down and then go quickly record the video. That's where I was wrong at, because I realized that I need to have preparation. I asked my pastor Sunday, I was like, how do you read your sermons without anything, like without notes? And she told me it's an art. And that really connected the dots there, because it is art to have a speech and not have notes. But for me, I was writing transcripts, writing word for word, and none of it really felt connected to what I was saying. I couldn't even stare at the camera. I wasn't connected with the camera. And so like I said, you could tell that I was reading something off the screen. So in itself, I'm trying to prepare myself more towards reading things not off the screen, like transcripts or teleprompters. So I'm trying to better prepare myself when learning these lessons and then incorporating them into videos, because it's harder than you think it is. Well, for me, it's harder than I think it is. And so I make it even harder for myself when I'm reading it off the screen instead of just speaking it without anything helping me. So, and the recording, because like I said, my pastor said it's an art, and so I want to learn that art. I want to learn it. So I'm going to take a step back and really realize what I'm trying to put out into the world first, and then I'll start making videos. So this is going to be the only videos I post, and I'm going to share it, and then that will be the only thing I post, and I'm probably going to delete the other videos that I posted and then restart, unless it's my second time restarting. So yeah, so we're going to restart, redo the whole process over again, and really realize what the main issue is. It's the preparation. Also, as I'm reading through my notes, it says like the strategy and like being clear about the theme, the topic, and the goal. So that's mainly what I was referring to. My theme and my topic just wasn't more clear as it needed to be, because I was reading off a screen. So I'm going to become better with getting the topic right, learning more about what is the topic trying to tell me, what is the passage trying to tell me, and then learn from my mistakes. This is going to be my second time relearning from my mistakes. But we get up, we get down, we fall down, and we get back up. So it's okay. And I realized that the time, it's normally up to 5 minutes, and I realized that that's mainly a problem. That's probably a problem, because I want it to be longer, but then when I read the topic, it's not really much I could say, and so I try to stretch it out, and it's not really that big of a topic to talk about. And maybe it is, but then when I go to edit, I cut like pieces out, and then it makes it smaller, and so it's like 3 to 2 minutes. So time wise, I'm gonna make it longer, maybe 5 to 10 minutes. My limit is 5 minutes, but my goal is to have it to 10 minutes. So being on the screen, so I think I need to get more comfortable being on screen for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to continue on to making my videos much longer than they need to be. So that's kind of what I'm doing now, because right now my video is like 4 minutes long. So I'm trying to make it a little longer. So I'm going to continue reading off with some of the plans I've made for this concept, this podcast. The age range would be about 16 through 18, because I'm 18 years old. So I would want it to be 16 to 18. And then if it goes through people, because it's age restrictions, so I had that. I have age restrictions, so it's not for kids. But kids my age, like I said, it's going to be Christian teen Christians. And that's what I would want. So, yeah. And I've already named the podcast, We Are the Mysticsparks. It's based off my magazine, Mystics Magazine. And so, like I said, I already talked about the topic, what the topics are going to be about. The topics are going to be about lessons I've learned. My target audience would be about 16 through 18. Like I said, the format and length would be about 10 to 15 minutes. And it would be educational, repurposed content, and scripted to tell a story. And I don't want it to be like scripted, but you would understand what I mean when I speak about it. I don't have any equipment, so it's just me and my phone right now. I do have a little camera, and it's really good quality. I just don't have film for it, and I'm gonna get it later. But once I do get it, I'll be carrying that around with me. And another one of my equipment would probably be my Bible. So I have a tangible Bible with you. When I read, because I'll be reading scriptures out of the Bible. Always look on your phone as well, but tangible Bibles, I have my tangible Bible right here, if you can see it. My tangible Bible right there. Can you see it? Yeah. So, not to show off, but have a tangible Bible. So those would probably be my equipment, to have a tangible Bible, a camera, so I can actually have up, because right now all I have is my phone with me, and then I use an editing app to edit afterwards. So like I said, I'm just stretching out the time, trying to just fill out whatever I'm trying to speak out about. And like I said, I already named my podcast. And episode schedule will probably be daily. Like I said, it was already daily. I was posting daily because I was learning lessons daily. But it most likely won't be every day, maybe 3 times in a week. And so, because there's a lot of editing. Well, I remember, because I watched Corey Kenshin, right? And I remember watching him, and like he would talk about his editing and like how long his editing, and his videos are hour long. So knowing that, and me just starting editing, I know for him it's a lot of work. And so for me, it's a lot of work, but the work pays off. And so I want to feel like I'm doing a good thing doing this, making my own podcast, because this is my first time. And yeah, I want it to come out pretty nicely. I don't want the views. I'm not here for the views. I'm not here for the likes. But I'm here to spread the word of God. And in doing so, I decided to make my own podcast. Have my own little community of teen Christians. Because I'm a teen and I'm a Christian and I am young. And I would like to talk about the conversations that me and God have. And so talking to people my age, helping them grow, would be an experience, you know. And I would love the community. I would love to have the friends. I don't have social media, but I do have Facebook. I'll put it in the description. So yeah, that will be all. Bye. This is the end of this episode.